Hey everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to make beans and rice Guyanese style. This is a staple dish that we usually have at barbecues, parties, and pretty much any event because it's delicious and super easy to make. This is my great aunt's recipe, so I'll try my best with the measurements, but no promises, because as she would say, you just have to feel it. So to my hot oil, I'm adding in green seasoning, which is essentially a garlic and green onion mixture. I like to prepare my green seasoning in bulk and just freeze it so it cuts down my prep time. Now I'm adding in about half an onion and we're going to stir it and saute it and season it with salt and pepper. I like to season at every layer to make sure that the flavors are dynamic throughout the dish. Next up, I'm adding the key ingredient to this dish, which is a Guyanese wiri pepper. Unfortunately, these are a hot commodity in the US and you really can only find it if you know somebody. But you can use a Thai chili pepper for a sort of similar replacement. Alright, so next up I'm adding one full small can of red kidney beans. We're going to salt them, put some pepper, and then we're going to add some garlic powder and some more garlic powder and some more garlic. Honestly, if you're not drowning your dish in garlic powder, then I don't know what to tell you. Next up is onion powder. If I had to guess, I probably put about 1 tablespoon of each of those. Next up is paprika, and then I'm going to add in some chicken bouillon, and this is the one thing that I do actually measure because it can get risky with just the amount of items that we're adding that already have salt in them. Then we're adding Sazon, and this is a key ingredient. You cannot make this dish without it. It adds the flavor and the color. Next up, we're adding some parboiled brown rice. You can also use white rice, but this is the one my aunt uses. This has been washed and drained to remove the stickiness and the starches. And also, my family would totally kill me if I cooked rice without washing it. I'm adding in a little bit more paprika and Sazon. I kind of felt like the rice needed a little bit more color. As I mentioned before, you kind of have to feel it as you go. Also, make sure you're constantly stirring because you don't want your rice to burn. Once your rice is nice and toasted, we're going to add 4 cups of water, which, by the way, earlier I used 2 cups of rice, so it's 1 part rice, 2 parts water. And we're going to stir it up and get all of that goodness off of the bottom of the pan, and then bring our water to a boil. At this point, I give it a little taste test, make sure the flavors are good, see if we need to add any salt, and then I'm going to turn the temperature down to low and cover the rice for 20 minutes until it's cooked. While our rice is cooking, we're going to make some pico to go on top. Now this part is unique to my family, but my aunt has always made pico with her beans and rice, and I literally will not eat this dish without it. Okay, so I've added in about 4 Roma tomatoes, half an onion, half a bunch of cilantro, and 1 full jalapeno. You want to make sure everything is super finely chopped because, in my opinion, that's what makes a good pico. Okay, now I'm adding in the juice of 2 lemons. I used to use limes, but I was tired of getting dry-ass limes from the grocery store, so I gave up on that. Then we're going to add some salt, pepper, garlic powder, generous amount as usual, and then some onion powder. And then I'm also adding in this salsa mix that my Anthem team got for me, shout out to you, last year for my birthday. It's super good. Then I add some olive oil. I know that's not traditional to pico, but it gets the juices flowing. Okay, so we're pretty much done. It's about 20 minutes later and our rice is ready and it's been fluffed and now it's time to eat. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you decide to try it, let me know.